Good morning everyone and welcome back. Now, you had an idea. You created your product and your company has been sold for $3 billion and you're gonna get zero. No, wait, let me check my paper. How is that possible? Well, it is very possible indeed, and let's see how. This is the story of the Beats by Dre. Let's jump into it. So let's set the scene a little bit. We are in California when 2006, but most important, who? So let me introduce you, the stars of today's story. Number one and most important, the technician, Mr. Noel Lee. He's the head of the Monster Company. Wait, that's not the Monster Company, the one of the energy drink. It's this other Monster Company right here. And Mr. Lee produces very high quality and extremely high price wirings and tools for the music industry. Let's go to our number two. The mind. In this case, Mr. Jimmy Iovine. He is one of the most relevant people in the music industry. He is the owner of the Interscope label, and just to give you an idea, he is the man behind Eminem, Tupac, Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, just to name a few. And when it comes to profit, take my advice, you don't want to mess with him. Third and final character of our story, the VIP. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you from Compton, California, Mr. Andre Young. Who? Oh yeah, sure. Maybe you don't know his real name, but for sure you've heard of Dr. Dre. Simply one of the greatest producers in the history of hip-hop. Act 1. The idea. Noel Lee is sick with the poor quality earphones he can find in the market, and he has a dream. A world where high quality earphones are on everybody's head. By a common friend, he meets Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre, who happen to have the same idea, and so a deal is sealed. Monster Company will provide technical drawings, expertise, design and material, while Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine will take care of the marketing part. Act 2. The product. The initial product is some very heavy and bulky headphones, very close to the ones you might have seen in some recording studios, but for sure not even close to the standard ones you normally use to play music from your iPhone. To make them more appealing, Dr. Dre suggested to use very bold, flashy and extravagant colors and to call them Beats by Dre. Oh yeah, now it can work. And now it's time to turn this $10 piece of plastic and wires into a status symbol worth $200 and more for each piece. Act 3. Marketing. I have a little surprise for you, so without further ado, let me introduce you to the fourth element of this story, the fourth character, the king himself, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lebron James. Beats calls LeBron for an endorsement, and the king likes what he sees, and instead of a deal, he asks for a partnership. He gets a percentage of the company, and in exchange, he's gonna endorse Beats for free. The time, it's just right, because in that summer, LeBron James and the old dream team is flying to China for the 2008 Olympic Games. And for that occasion, LeBron gives each teammate a customized version of Beats by Dre, and this is an incredible marketing move. All the best NBA players in the world are suddenly turned into living billboards for free. And Beats earphones are seen in pre-game practice, post-game interviews, and each and every time the team commutes from one place to another one. And this is a massive advertising campaign. The success is incredible. Very rapidly, Beats sign endorsement deals with almost any celebrity in the world, from cinema, sports, and music, and sales go crazy. But right there, when everybody's toasting at Beats' success, Noel Lee will not join the party. Because the man and the company, Monster, behind the design, the technical specification, and the materials of Beats, They are about to have a very harsh surprise. Final act, the heist. On the contract that Noel Lee signed, his company, Monster, was accounted as the official provider of materials for Beats by Dre, but on the same contract there was a clause stating that Beats by Dre could cut him off anytime. And this is exactly what happened in 2013, and not even 1 year later, a certain tech company named Apple, you might have heard of them, well, Apple acquired Beats by Dre for $3 billion, leaving all the people involved with a pretty decent amount of money. In particular, Jimmy Iovine leaves the game with 800 million, Dr. Dre gets 700 million, and this sum makes him the first billionaire in the hip-hop industry. Lebron James' cut is 30 million, and Noel Lee gets negative 10 million. How is that possible? Well, Noel Lee tried to sue Beats by Dre, and despite the fact that he proved that all the design, all the materials, all the drawings involved in the creation of the earphones are actually from him, well, all of those things, well, they don't change the fact that he signed the contract. So, he lost the lawsuit, and together with that, 10 millions in trial expenses, leaving him with this astonishing negative profit. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the story of Noel Lee and how to lose $3 billion. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please drop a like, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is extremely important if you want to help me and keep on doing these videos. And now, Ganzo Challenge of the Week. Write a comment below and you can be the one chosen to choose the topic of my next video. Until next time, as always, fai a modino.